Hello, hello, and welcome back to another FTB Infinity on Expert Mode. We are back in the world, and we are out of skulls, out of soul sand, but we do have about 2,600 nether stars. Probably a pretty good trade. Just saying. Just a few nether stars. No big deal. I'm actually going to take 4 of these guys because, well, we can. And I think what I want to do first, let's make a few beacons. Sure, why not, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent amount. Alright, now, I guess I could just use even iron. Iron would probably work just fine for this. How many do I need? That's 9 times 4. Oh god, math, please. Alright, well 9 times 4 is 18 is 36 blocks of iron. So let's get 36 blocks of iron to complete this guy. Now, for those of you that are wondering kind of what I'm prepping here. We are prepping the first stage to go to the tier 5 blood altar. Alright? Of course it's nighttime. Of course it's nighttime. It's always nighttime. Alright. So, you guys love the Wither Killer. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. But what we're going to do is, actually, let's just get 4 iron ingots as well. What happened to my portal? Portal gun, please. Weird. Okay. Anyways, so we have this guy set up like this. Now, the next stage is right here. But in the corners, we actually need to have beacons. Alright? Now, remember, this step is actually 2 apart from the previous. So these ones only have 1 block in between. This one has 2. So it goes down to there, and then right over here, I believe it's actually in this corner, if I remember correctly, that we need the beacon. Let me place this down. I'm just trying to recall exactly. I think, is it like this? I think if we go 9 like so, of course I'm going to have to gussy this up a little bit on the side, and then we place down the beacon like there. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm going to confirm it all anyways, but we need to place a beacon at each corner. Now, they don't actually have to be activated, but why would I build a beacon without activating it? Am I right? Or am I right? We will do that. Perfect. Speed. We have speed over here now. Lovely. And, yeah. I'm going to finish this guy up. Alright, so the 4 beacons are lit and activated. Again, I'm going to have to gussy it up a little bit and all that kind of stuff, but all in due time, right? So, I don't have all the blood runes required to make it into a tier 5. We definitely need to get those down. But for right now, I'm going to leave it as is. That's just one of the first things I wanted to do with the nether stars. One of the next things that we want to get done, obviously, is, well, from before, we had that issue with the pump, if you recall correctly. Now, I may have come up with a solution for it, but I don't know for sure. So let's give it a try. And I believe it is a red ender tank. Okay. I lost the last one, so let's look up the ender tank. I don't think I have it anywhere. Let's double check just to be sure. These guys aren't overly cheap. Biodiesel. I am not seeing it in here. Okay, so I must have lost it. Alright, so let's do an ender tank. Ender tank. Like so. Boom. We need more cauldrons, of course. Cauldron. Craft me 2 more. Good. Get these guys down. That should give us the ender tank. Now, I'm wondering if I have red wool off the top of my head. I do not. So let's get a little bit of red dye, and we'll just make this guy red right from the get-go. That way we don't use 3 dyes. Okay, ender tank. Good. So this guy is going to proceed back over to the blood magic area over by the tank here. Now, before I had it pretty much right beside it here. I think this time, I don't have a block, so let's just do that. We need to put it over by 1. Okay, so right about there should do the job. The next thing that we need is a couple things called robots. Yes. From Buildcraft, a robot is a beautiful thing. So we need a robot. I already prepped everything. The main thing is this redstone crystal does require 10 million RF. So I prepared that in advance, but that gave us a robot. Now robots can basically do lots of different things. They can, be lumberjacks, shovelers, butchers, you name it. They can be leaf cutters. There's a lot of different things that these guys can do. And they're actually pretty darn cool. But the one I'm going after is a pump, okay? Now, the pump is going to require a redstone board, all right? So, a redstone board, let's do that first. Here it is right here. Boom. We will get, that's a rid print. Paper. Craft. Not good. We need more sugarcane. Oh boy. I really should have made a sugarcane farm. Just saying. It's fine though. Okay. I wish that there was... Well, I guess there is other ways to make paper. Maybe I should look into some of those for our automation needs. But, yeah. So we'll get a little bit of paper here and complete this task. So there we go. Paper. 10. I wish there was like a mob that I could farm that would just drop paper. Am I right? Alright. Now, this redstone board is going to require a... What is it called? Advanced crafting? No. Integration... Programming table by Buildcraft. Okay. Boom. Do we have everything? We do not have the diamond gear. Really? Oh. Okay. That's fine. Programming table. Right there. Diamond gear. Requires a gold gear. Okay, we got that. Good. Boom. There's our programming table. Very nice. And then we're also going to need an integration table, which requires another diamond gear and all that. Okay, there's our two tables done. Let's head on down to the processing, and I'm just going to place these on either side of this guy right here. So the first things first is the programming table. And this guy you place in the redstone board, and then you pick out which one you want of all the different types that they come in. So we're going to pick out the pump, and as you can see, it won't take very long. Pretty darn quick, and we now have the redstone board for the pump. Then we're going to place the robot and the pump in the integration table, and another 50,000 RF later, we now have the robot with a pump. How sweet is that? And it does do that. Okay. It does wirelessly charge when it's in your system. Very interesting. Now, with robots, you need a docking station. These guys, pretty straightforward. I'm going to need 2 of them for this process. The other thing that we're going to need is some kinesis pipes. First one is we're going to need a wood one. It would help if I held shift. Okay, so we're going to need a wooden pipe, and we're going to need to make a wooden kinesis pipe. Then we're going to probably just go with a quartz pipe. Nah, I don't have that stuff. Let's do a stone pipe. That works. And we'll just do a stone pipe like so. Good. So that's all we need for that. Pretty straightforward. The other one that we're going to need is some fluid pipes. I'm probably just going to go with a golden fluid pipe. Okay, pipe sealant is what we need there. From cactus, which we do not have. Really. We have no cactus. Oh dear. That is not good. Do I have any up here? I have 1 cactus. We seriously have, like, no cactus. Okay, great. Fantastic. Alright, that's fine. I'll use this for now. And it needs to be cactus greens, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just do this in here. Good. Pull out the cactus greens. And this becomes pipe sealant. And we basically just apply that to the golden pipe. Alright, good. So that is going to give us our fluid pipe. The next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some Buildcraft gates. Now, I believe the one needs to be 2 possibilities. Yeah, an iron ore gate. So we need an iron chip, red pipe wire, and blue pipe wire. Okay. Alright, so we need an iron chip set. Boom. We need a standard gate as well. Pipe wire. Okay, lapis. We need a lapis, a redstone, and a piece of iron. That'll give us the blue pipe wire, and then the red pipe wire is the exact same iron redstone, but red, rose red. Okay. Good, so that'll get us the start there. Now, we also can use a basic gate, I believe, which is a redstone chipset with red pipe wire. So let's get out a redstone chipset. I apologize if you could hear my daughter in the background. I believe they're playing a board game. So, that's a thing. Alright, no, we're going to do blue pipe wire, red pipe wire. Good. Alright, and then we will just disable those. We don't really need them. So we'll put in this guy and this guy. So we're going to need a basic gate. Thank you. And we need the blue pipe. We need the blue. We need the pipe wire. Why did you return me? Okay, there we go. We got it. Silly import bus, I tell you. Alright, blue pipe wire, red pipe wire, and we need the iron ore gate. Alright. Iron ore gate. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so these two things combined with our gates and our pipes are going to allow us to automate the pumping of that lava. So let me quickly set up a few things. We need to get power up there and all that kind of stuff as well. So let me set all that up, and I will show you how we're going to do this. Okay, so I think I have everything prepped here for our pump. Now, I haven't tested to see if this guy will get damaged by the Well of Suffering or not, so I guess we'll find out together. So, as you can see, we have two setups here. So, we obviously have the ender tank right there with the golden fluid pipe attached to it and a docking station on top, just like so. And then on this side, I have a tesseract connected for power with a wooden kinesis pipe and then a stone kinesis pipe with a docking station on it as well. So, in this one right here, we're going to click on the gate. This is the iron ore gate, and basically what we want to say is if there's space for fluid, we want to accept fluids. Okay, so the robot, as long as there's space in this tank, will come over and pull a piece of lava. Okay, also it wants to say if there's space for fluid, we want to wake it up. Okay, so basically what's happening, if it's full here, it'll get woken up and start working again. Alright, that's basically what this is going to do. Okay, now the next step is the power. These guys do require a charge, as you can see by it saying full charge. And when I first made it, it said 0% charge or no charge. I can't remember which one. So this guy right here, we are going to set up to basically say, I don't even know if we need this guy actually, but I'm going to do it anyways. So, power requested, we're going to say go to station. Alright, I don't even know if I need that, but anyways. So we're going to now place the robot down. It'll come on over to the lava. It is not getting damaged. Awesome. And now it's inactive because this tank is full. So if we go down to our fallout, I also want to make sure I have my divination sigil because that could be a problem. And this guy is stopped. Let's turn it on and start putting lava back in this thing. So our LP should go down as we produce lava. Alright, so there we go. We saw one tick of it already go off. Let's jump on down. Now the good thing about this is it is going to take a little bit of time for him to go back and forth. So really we pretty much have, if I'm not mistaken, unlimited lava doing this. Because of the time it takes for the robot to go back and forth, we are gaining back all of our life essence. All right. And then once it gets down to needing a charge, so it takes about, 1% per load or whatever, it'll come over to the docking station and it'll fill up its power. Pretty straightforward, right? Now, I may not keep the Tesseract here. I just wanted to put that in for proof of concept. The other thing that we could do is maybe a survivalist generator instead. And let's make something from blood magic to fuel the power for the robot. Now, a lava crystal works exactly like coal in a furnace, but it doesn't get used up. So I think this is exactly what we're going to use right now. So let's see how close we are to being able to make this thing. We're going to need the empty core. Oh, we have everything except for the catalyst. Okay, that's pretty nice. And we should have the catalyst right here. Very good. We can teleport back nice and quick. I gotta fix that thing. Anyways, and that goes in the middle. So there's our empty core. Very good. So now the lava crystal is going to require some warded, some obsidian, a mana diamond. Okay. We have one lava bucket. We need 2 more buckets. Bucket and 2. Perfect. Craft. Thank you. We'll get 2 more buckets of lava. Our LP is still great, so no issues there whatsoever. And a mana diamond from upstairs. This and this. And let's go grab the mana diamond. I really need to get this Botania set up over there for sure. But I'm still kind of working out exactly how I want my generation to work. Alright, there's our lava crystal. Very good. Now this guy, we bind it to ourselves. So, what? Why is that unnamed? What? Lava crystal. Store life to smelt stuff in the furnace. Okay. So, this should connect. Is it not connected? Well, let's test it. So, if we put down the generator, just like so, and we put in the lava crystal, why is it coming up unnamed? Uh-oh. I think I just crashed. That's a bug. That's a bug. Thing, it is going to take some LP, but it's not much. I believe it's only about 25 per operation. So in something like a survivalist generator, it's going to take 25 LP every 2 minutes or a minute and a half or whatever it may be. All right, so it's actually really, really efficient in terms of LP low power energy. All right, so what I think I'll do is we'll come over here and we'll actually just remove the Tesseract, place down that guy instead, and proceed to generate all that power. Okay, good. So that should be in there. That can stay in there. We'll have the survivalist generator just continually going, and this buffer will be all the buffer that we need for this little robot as he's doing his work. Boy, oh boy, is he ever working. Let's check. Oh, wow. We've already gotten 137 buckets. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted from this thing. So, let's jump on back up. And that solves our lava situation. We're pretty much good to go now on that, which is great. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, you could actually probably set up a nice little farm with thermalilies and those, just saying. But it might be something that we work on. I might do it in my regrowth world as well, if you haven't checked out that world. Lots of videos there. Lots of different stuff. Okay. So, that system is set up. Now, obviously, we are not making enough wither skeleton skulls. Since I've started on this, recording and everything, we've gotten maybe 8 more nether stars. which, I mean, by theory, is pretty darn good. I don't know how many of these we actually need overall. Getting the Nether Star generator would be quite nice for a big boost in power, but I think for the most part, outside of the quantum cores, and I think that's about it that we really truly need. The porta spawners are nice as well, but that's only one. So yeah, for the most part, we are pretty good. And I believe we need it for these guys as well. Yeah, down the road. But yeah, I think, and wyvern cores. So yeah, that we've already got a decent amount, especially if we decide to not use them for power generation in another star generator. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I would like to finish my big reactor setup down there. So I'm going to grab a little bit of our casing and everything. Actually, I'm going to make a little bit of reactor glass as well. I'm thinking I'll take this guy offline and we will look to expand it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glass at least. Yeah, about 8 glass. We'll go with 8. And then from there, we can carry on. Also, I've auto-outputted my iridium. I know, right? It took me forever, but I did it. So all of our iridium now just will backlog into this chest, and we'll have a whole bunch forever and ever and ever. Instead of it stopping at 64 all the time. So let's get the 8 that we needed here. Good. Boom. Pretty straightforward. And grab all of our utilities that we require. And then what we're going to do is we are going to basically break it, add in some glass like so, and continue to expand on this beautiful, beautiful machine. So I'm going to set most of this up, I think, off camera because, I mean, it can be pretty monotonous, I think. And we will get back to it. Oh god, I don't think I can get back there anymore. Did I just block myself out? I think I did. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, that's blocking me out. Alright, so we're crafting up the last of the fuel rods. I got a little over ambitious. Now, I'm close to being able to do the big one, but I decided to lower it down to about 3 high. So we're not going to get nearly as much power as I was hoping out of this. But you know what? For right now, it's baby steps, right? We're getting closer and closer every single time to the big old 25,000 RF per tick reactor that I'm hoping for. So, like I said, we are getting closer and closer. Now, one of the differences between this and the previous reactor is there's going to be actually a lot of dead space in this reactor. So, and a little bit more gelid cryothium. So, we're going to have gelid cryothium just like so, all the way around. And you do need to have the source block, remember. So, the gelid cryothium's in the middle, and then on basically the 5 matching the fuel rod there. Okay, so pretty straightforward. I'm going to proceed and get all this gelid cryothium down, and then we can go from there. I'm pretty sure I did that one. Yes, I did. Okay, so we're coming up to the final pieces here on the reactor. As you can see, we got all the gelid cryothium and the resonant ender. And again, this whole little section, like a little 9x9, has no source blocks in it. So it's a little bit resource nice in that regard. But still, a ton of cryothium. I believe it's something like 1900 cryothium dust is required in this. So yeah, make sure you're fully prepared if that's the case. Alright, but I am going to finish sealing this guy up. I'm pretty sure I have enough casings and whatnot. And then we should be ready to fire up the reactor again. Now, luckily, we haven't really had to use the reactor at all. During the downtime, our dynamos and our culinary gens have been handling the workload, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Okay. So this guy is now active. Let's jump on down and take a look-see. We are not active, so let's activate the reactor. And we should get, I think it's about 14. Oh boy, no, more than that. Holy cow. Well then, that's a lot. Let's deactivate the reactor for a second. I don't think it's supposed to be getting that hot, but that was producing a ton of power and also working through our yellorium something fierce. I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit. I think I did everything right. We probably don't need these fully cored in. So let's do that. Let's put them down to about 50 on all of them, and we'll see where we're at. There's a lot of yellorium rods in here, though, so that is a possibility. Let's see what we get at with 50%. Holy cow. 18, 19,000, 20,000. Not too shabby. 21,000. We might reach about 22,000. So overall, this reactor, when fully operational, could potentially reach 45,000 RF per tick. Now, I'm not sure if this heat is going to be too much or overpower once we get there. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at about 22,600 total. So pretty darn nice. Now, I am going to actually deactivate this guy and leave it offline for a bit, because what I'm going to do, I think next episode, I think we need to automate that device. And the reason I say that is I don't want to be burning 26,000 RF per tick if we have nowhere to put it, okay? So I think we need to automate that. I might use Computercraft for it, I think. But I guess we'll find out next episode. That is it for me this episode. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. We are heading towards a record number of views on my channel here, and I am so excited about it, and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much, and have a fantastic day. Bye bye for now. See ya.